Hi, my name is Natalia and I'm coming to you from Denmark, and this is my knitting podcast. I'm trying to record third day but cannot find the time, so today I found out that I will better try to record in the bedroom, even that I don't know how the light will work out because I have big window what's coming from the side. So apology if the quality of video is not that good, but we are kind of like in a moving process now, so our living room is kind of like a mess now because we decided to don't move all our furnitures but take it like a chance to renew some of them, so some is not moving with us but we are getting another, and now we should or find new owners for our furnitures, or I don't know, donated. So yeah, that all should be cleaned out and prepared for the move. So yeah, it's all bedroom or no video. So I decided to go with video because last time I waited too long and then had basically time just to show my finished objects. Yeah, but all with that, and now I will start with knitting, and with that what I'm wearing. And today I'm wearing, let's call it Monica Gilbert tee. It's a pattern by Sari Nordlund, and I made this in that was a sock yarn, but a soft yarn, merino and a nylon. And yeah, the more information about this it's on my Ravelry project page, but if you have the problem with using Ravelry, you can always write me a message and I will write which yarn I use or and other details. Yeah, but I was talking about this in some previous podcast. I was test knitting this pattern and I really like this. We have really bad weather this summer. Basically all July was mostly rainy and cold. If I remember, they told that we have average temperature like 14.5 degrees Celsius. That's not a lot. So yeah, there wasn't weather even to go with this. I was going in jackets. Yeah. So that's what I'm wearing, and I have two finished objects and two work in progress what I'm working, and then I have some also plans if I will have time to go to this. Yeah, my first finished objects is the Doodler shawl by Stephen West. I was wanted to make this shawl really long and I had picked up that combination of yarn long time ago, but I wasn't sure about this, so that was waiting long, and then I always had something new and another what I was wanted to make, but I count that I have 3 shawls by Stephen West and this is number 4, and yeah, I really like them, and I really like this one. It's Doodler. Again, Doodler by Stephen West. I don't know how good I can show here. I never record here before, but I will insert the picture to show this better. All this yarn, I don't know how good you can see this, but all they have like aqua, tealy tones to them. This one is like really bluish. This had some bluishly greenish accent, and this is more green but still with some bluish tones to that, and I'm really happy with that. Yeah, sometimes I think I will never wear these crazy colors. Crazy for me, okay. Crazy for me, but no, I really like that, and I already was wearing that because again weather is not that good. Yeah, I'm happy with this. It stretch out after blocking a lot because it's super wash yarn. First I was thinking that will be too for short, and I will need to use some pin to hold this. Maybe I will still need, but I do not know. For now I'm really happy with result. That was on my list, make 9 for this year, so I can cross one more thing from there and be happy that I already make it. Yeah, I make this in around maybe 5 days, if I counted this right. You start with this section would have like this greenish stripes and these lighter colors in begin. So one day I cast on and make not big amount. Another day I was almost finishing with all this first section. Then day number 3 I pick up for this braid here on top and finish this in one day. It wasn't a lot of knitting, it was just quite fiddling because it's small amount of stitches and you pick up in all the time and knitting the short row, not short row, back and forth, yeah. And so it was third day, then I pick up, start working this last part, this bluish, and I was working that part and bind off for 2 days, yeah. And I don't get this yarn with me, but I guess basically had like 30 gram of this darker color and less than 10 gram of both another. And yeah, I was afraid, I was willing to go for the biggest size for this edge, but I saw that I'm running out of yarn, so I a little shorted it. I went for the bigger size, but I don't work this to the end because I saw that I don't have enough yarn for that. Yeah, but I'm really happy with this green. I think I will put this in some socks. I have around 30 grams, so if I make a shorties and do contrasting heels, toes and cuff, then maybe I can make it. Yeah, other of these 2 colors just will go to my cozy memory blanket. I cannot even swap them because I don't have even 10 grams. Yeah, really happy with result. And happy that I start this. I basically pushed myself to start this because Aquila from the Lefty Knitter podcast, she hosted the call about birthstone, no, birthmark stone. Yeah, so basically you should pick up the yarn what is the color of your birthstone and knit the project. So that was funny. I decided to join this and push myself through knit this shawl, and I'm really happy. Yarn I like, the project what I was wanted to make, yeah, I think the best, how you call this, the best time spent when you work with the yarn what you like and when you do the project what you like, then it's all going right and it's all going, yeah, really fun. Really like this, yeah. So it's all about this. I think maybe later I will show all my Steven Best shawls once, yeah, because I really like them. I'm thinking to make one more of Steven Best shawl. I think it's called Snowflake. It was a mystery knit along, I believe last year, but I wasn't sure about picking up the colors and I really wanted to see the finished object, so I don't participate back that time. But now after I see the finished object, I really like it and I think that I will pick up 2 colors and will go with this. I would really like to have this many of shawls had really nice combination of gray and rustic orange. So I was thinking maybe some gray and cinnamon color. Yeah, I don't know. I had some gray like that. No, good. It's variegated gray. And I was thinking if I can pick up some rustic color to that. I don't have any rustic. Then I will really like the shawl like that. So maybe that's what I will plan to do for later, not for now. Yes. And my second finished object is the socks by Sari Nordlund. I believe they call it floriste socks. They look like that, but again I will try to insert the picture of them. This was a third pattern in Sari Nordlund summer sock collection. She have a call now and it should be 4 pairs of socks, and first 3 already knitted, and I believe Saturday should came the last pair, and that last pair is knitted in leftovers from first 3 pairs. I pick up the yarn by Lana Grossa. It's Lana Grossa tweed yarn, like that. This gray, they don't have name, they have just colors. This gray is color number 110, and basically oh, I don't know if I can hold this like this. Basically these 3 colors, it will be my socks for August. I think I like this combination. First I pick up these 2 and can't find something nice to that. Don't know how good you can see this, but it's tweedy yarn, so it have speckles on them. It's not speckles, it's tweed nips. Yeah, and yeah, I really like how it's look. And I can't pick up next color, so I pick up in the end this gray one, and I think they look nice together for me. Yeah, and I really like this tweed sock yarn. Yeah, I think to go to shop and find out if they have some more nice colors in that, even that I don't need more socks. I really not. Yeah, I want to show you how all these 3 pairs are looking together. I hope to make some more pictures, and you always can find more pictures on my Instagram. It's that's colors of that. That was first pattern, what was called poet socks. Yes. Then next one was Dolores socks, and third pair was Floriste socks. Yeah, and I really like combination of them, and in August I will make a socks. Will combine all this. I have around 30 grams of each yarn bag, so I truly believe that will be enough, because each sock weighs like 60-65 gram, something like this. Yeah, really like them. It's really interesting to knit like that. Yeah, and pattern socks look really fancy. I don't know, before I was knitting more vanilla socks, and yeah, I think it's more advanced we are going in knitting. It's much more we want to knit something else and different, So yeah, these 3 pairs socks, really happy with them and waiting to cast on the next one. Yeah, so that was all my finished objects, and now about W.I.P.s. I look on my Ravelry account and I have around, maybe not 10, but around 10 W.I.P.s. But that what I'm really working with now, it's 2 of them and another just waiting for their time, so I decided to show just that 2. Yeah, and this 2 is 2 test knits what I'm doing now. First one is already really big, so it's not living in a project bag, it's really living in a basket, because that's just one chance how to keep it, because this is brioche cardigan. I'm knitting this in 2 colors of yarn. One is plain color, and this is yarn what I don't use before, but I really like it. It's I believe it's Danish yarn, because they have a shop in a city in Denmark, and yeah, website is there. Yeah, I believe it's Danish yarn. It's called Smuksak, and this particular yarn is recycled merino wool and have some polyamide and viscose. It's still 75% of merino wool, but I know that it's not pure merino wool, it's recycled merino wool. And then 20% of polyamide and 5% of viscose. It's have really nice color. It's not completely like plain, it has some shades, different shades, and I bought this grain, it's called stone gray color. It's really affordable yarn, and it have 230 meters per 50 grams, so it's like fingering, light fingering, but it's, you can easily get the gauge like for fingering yarn with this, and it's really soft. Yeah, that's really soft yarn, I really like it. And another color what I use for this sweater, it's in background, but that sweater can be used reversible. This yarn, it's also gray with white and darker gray, and it's Luxus sock yarn by Bumbo by My Flower. I don't know how I should call this yarn. It's like hand dyed, but it's also by company would produce yarn like a lot, like for mass market yarn. I don't know how you call it. Yeah, it's kind of like affordable hand dyed looking yarn. Yeah, but it's also, it's quite soft. It's not merino wool, but it's soft. It's have 410 meters per 100 gram, and I can't find, yeah, it's 75% superwash wool and 25% polyamide. Yeah, so that's my combination of yarns. Yeah, and I will try to pull that cardigan in some way that can be showed. No, I don't think it show. The fabric look like that from one side, and that's from another side, and it's a crop cardigan with positive ease, and it have like balloony sleeves, and I have body ready. I make also one sleeve, it's also ready, and I'm working on another sleeve, and then I just need to pick up for neckband and I will be ready. But yeah, working now in brioche stitch in the round when the whole cardigan is ready to make the last sleeve. It's taking a long time because you should go round and round and round, and yeah, I will try to put some pictures of this because it's impossible to me to show this now. But I really like how it's coming, and I really like brioche knitting because it's so squishy and like, yeah, nice. I'm looking forward to wearing this cardigan soon. I think it needs some plain background, maybe some black jeans or black dress under, because yeah, it's not that contrast color. I really like to pick up yarn but does not have that big contrast for brioche, because I think if that's too contrast, it's look, I don't know, strange. Yeah, but really like it, looking forward to finish this. And again, that I'm knitting, I believe this cardigan still don't have a name, and the designer is W.I.P.s. Yeah, really nice, looking forward to wearing this and to finish this. I believe that I can be done if I will put my time in that maybe through the weekend I can finish this last sleeve and pick up for neckband. Yeah, and then I will look for some buttons, because this sweater calls for buttons, and I believe it's needs like 5 or 6 buttons, so I should look for some nice gray buttons. I was thinking maybe even some metal buttons. Yeah, don't know for now, but really like it. Yeah, and I see that I'm coming in some gray colors now. Previous podcast it all was like bluishly green, but now it's like gray socks, gray sweater, gray cardigan. And yeah, I have one more work in progress. And yeah, my next work in progress is test knit, but for Tati, what she's going under the name Floral Knits, and this is a Colorwork cardigan. It's knitted from bottom up, and I'm again knitting this in smokestack yarn. After I tried this for my first cardigan, what I just showed, I really liked the yarn and decided to go for that one for this Colorwork cardigan. And I'm using again this stone, I don't remember, it's called stone. Yeah, I will write the name in the bottom. I will put the link for this for the site, because it's really nice and affordable yarn. Yeah, I will put the link for the site where you can get this yarn. So I'm using this lighter gray for the color work, and that I believe it's called anthracite, this color, for the main color. So combination look like that. The pattern was knitted before. The main color was lighter and the color work was darker, but I know myself I prefer when the color work is in lighter color and main body is darker color, so I decided to make it like that. Yeah, this is what I have for now. Yeah, I don't know how good or bad you can see this, but I will try to insert some pictures of that. So again, the dark is my main color, the light gray is contrasting color, this blue I use just for provisional cast on. I had it around, so the pattern calls for provisional cast on. Yeah. There was some mistakes in the pattern about how many stitches you should pick up when you join in body with sleeves, and I don't calculate through in beginning, so now I need to rip up. I contact the designer to make her aware about this mistake, and she already correct all numbers. So I will need to rip this one row when I join this. Yeah, I don't really like to rip things, so that will wait a day or two until I will get courage to make it. Yeah, but other of this, I really like this. It's cropped sweater, have colorwork part in the bottom of the sleeves, and then in the yoke this have bigger colorwork part again. So yeah, I should rejoin this again. Then there is some rows in a plain stockinette in the dark color, in the main color, and then this colorwork pattern in the top part of the yoke. Yeah, and that will be ready. Yeah, I have time until 20th of August. Yeah, so that will be ready, and I really like how it looks. So yeah, this is my two main work in progress, and yeah, I set out another one just laying around. I have one sweater with just cardigan, which should be sticked, and I should become for button bands, and it's all what should be done in the sweater. A neckline, button bands, and a stick. And it's not finished, and one what I really want to work with, that's the W.I.P.s cardigan. It's all over colorwork, and I will really like to have this finished until September. Yeah, so it's probably the next one will be going. Yeah, so that was all what I have in work in progress and in the finished object for now. I believe tomorrow should come the Sari Nordlund last pattern, so I would like to custom then with that previous yarn what I just showed. And there's also free socks call. Yeah, I will try to link who host that because I don't remember, and I try to participate in that at the time when I like the patterns. And this for August they pick up the pattern, what call it, broken seat stitch socks. I believe I will link this in show notes. And I need that pattern once before, but that my sock get holes, so I really like how it was. I pick up these two yarns from my stash and will make it. I remember that last time I used 2 balls of yarn, and that was enough pair for socks for me. And this time I also will try to use this light brown color. Is just some sock yarn, and that I have no idea because I lost ball band, but they feels really similar. So, and I like the contrast with them. It's not the biggest contrast, but they look nice together. So that's what I will use. That's what my knitting plans for later. Yeah, and it was kind of like all for today. As I told before, we are kind of like in the moving process now. We are renting apartment, but now because I need to study in another city, we are moving to another city, and it was really long time looking for a rent apartment in that city, and we finally find one, and we need to move in the end of August. Yeah, so we are going through process, looking through our things. Yeah, trying to pack in some, trying to think what it's not used and what we are missing to kind of like finish with all now, because we basically don't know anyone in that city, and yeah, if you need to help with something to move, that probably should be done in the time when we are moving, because then we will have people who will help us with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's all what mostly now I'm thinking about. It's like packing, finishing stuff, and yeah. My yarn is mostly always packed, so it's not will be hard to use, because I have shelves, and the shelves have kind of like boxes. Yeah, kind of like boxes on that, so it's all in that. So when we just move, I just put these boxes in, I don't know, or in moving boxes, or just in some plastic, and we'll move this, so that's not hard. But I would like to finish some project before I start the study, because I believe that I will don't have that much time for knitting anymore. Yeah, so that's all for now. If you have some questions, then let me know, I will try to answer them. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Yeah, and you always can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry if you use that. Yeah, I will put all links what I will can under. Normally my projects I am linking to the Ravelry, but if you cannot use this, I will try. I'm trying now to put full name of the pattern and full name of designer. Then you can look for them in some another social media, and if you cannot find them, just drop me a message and I will try to answer. Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, let's see next time. Hi.